Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelsey will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position of what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into in the running game.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Let's talk about Vontaze Burfict, the versatile linebacker. You can play him inside. You can play him outside. Undrafted coming out of college, and that still fuels him. Gives him that huge chip on his shoulder. And when he's right and plays at his best, one of the best linebackers in the league. Just has to know where the line is so he doesn't go past it and cost his team some penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And He's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Carr finds Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw is Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, and he'll find Moreau here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Here's a short little toss to Carrier, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, 49 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
59. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Carr now on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. Second quarter down on the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Here comes the ball.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 50. Let's go, baby. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Sterling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and through, and that will shave one more off this lead. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1. That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Right, check, 59. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. That's it. Check 50.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. Williams loses the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. That's it. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike, check. 59. Watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
OP.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes firing complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I don't think you got it, son.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another punting situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Richard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Carr to throw. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Right down. 185. Check back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.